to celebrate the release of the upcoming My Hero Academia more, I decided to make Izuku Midoriya in the new Tomodachi Life game. Starting with... This is the skin color you want to use. For most anime characters, you want to use the one with the jawline, this one. You can also use one of these for like feminine characters or characters that are like small-faced or like round-faced. But this is good for most men, for most male characters anyway. For hair, you can use pretty much any dark green color. Keep in mind we will paint over this anyways, so it doesn't really matter that much. But this is good. We're gonna make the bangs ourselves anyways. For the back, we can do something like this. I know this is more spiky than messy, but you can also do this. But I like when the spikes are under the nose, under the ears as well. For bangs, you can do... This is good. You can also do this if you want the hair to be more attached. So if this is the face paint and this is the hair, you want this gap to be as small as possible. I'll throw up an example. Okay. Back. Subcolor. You can do subcolor if you want. You can make it black, so there's a little bit of a gradient, but then it also has highlights on the front, so I'll just keep it off. Okay. Eyebrows. As you can see from the references, his eyebrows are very thin, so you can even use something like this. And then these are pretty much the same, but one is thicker than the other, so you can just make this smaller as well, or like thinner. You can do like this maybe. This is good for now. Eyes, very important part. Eyes. I'm gonna show you guys a trick to get this as accurate as possible, especially for characters with big round eyes like Izuku or Tanjiro from Demon Slayer. Any character with big eyes, I'll show you a trick you can use to make them accurately. For eyes, you want to use this, because the two tones of the eyes, the two colors, ultimately it looks really good. You just have to trust the process, okay? So start out with this, then you go to the eyelashes and you just remove them so you have the eyes separately, okay? You don't want to add anything from this. This is where it gets good, okay? Click this one, the rounded eyelids. This is what you're going to use for the actual shape of the eyes. So you see how his eyes are like rounded over here? His eyes are very rounded, or even here. So this is the vision you want to achieve basically. So move them down and squish them a little, and then you want to enlarge them a few times like this. Then you move them down some more, enlarge them, space them out a little. Trust the vision, and you want to do the same for the bottom ones as well. Trust the process. This is where we were at. Make them bigger and then space them out. For the eyes itself, you can see you can enlarge them even more for the reference to be accurate, and then make them small again. So the pupil itself, you enlarge in the pupil, but then you reduce the size of the eye. And then just play around with the actual roundness of this. You can even tilt, or like this. You can even do this. Also remove the nose, because the nose is face paint as well. If you're working on the eyes of an anime character, or like any character with small noses, or like barely noticeable noses, just remove the nose and then add it later in with like face paint. So then trust the process, guys. Trust the process. I know it doesn't look like him now, but trust the process. Something like this, just experiment. For the white of the eyes, you know, look, he has like the pupils white itself, and then he has the small speck. You can choose either one. If you want to do the speck, you can move it to the right and then squish it so it turns into an oval, like a horizontal oval, and then make it bigger. That's how you get the speck, but I'm not gonna do the speck. I'm gonna do this because I think this looks more like the reference. So yeah, this is where we are right now. So you want to make the eyes smaller again, and then just enlarging these, space them out a little. As you can see, his top lid, like his eyes, the top part of his eyes is always thicker than the lower part of his eyes. That's something you want to pay attention to. So then make the eyes bigger. If the eyes look off, it could also be that the placement of the eyes is off, obviously. So you can space them out like this, or what I do is lower them So when you lower the eyes, the nose and the mouth, and you make the forehead bigger, by extension, they look cuter. You know what I mean? And they look more like their anime counterparts. So yeah, this is good, I think. Right now, I think I want to do this. This is better. Now, nose, like I said, we're gonna do nose later. So don't worry about noses for now. Mouth, this is a pretty Deku mouth. If you just squish it and then make it smaller, this is pretty like him, you know? You can make it even smaller. I would use either this one or this one. I'm gonna use this one for now. Ears, just the normal ears. Level them with the eyes so that the top of the ears are around the same level as the top of the eyes. This is no glasses. Here comes the fun part. The reason people have these like anime looking maze is because this simple trick, okay? This is the one trick. If you're gonna take something away from this video, this is the thing you should take away from it. Use this. As you can see, it's already white. Usually it's like this or like this. This is what you want to use, like the makeup on the face. Make the makeup white, and then you can like place it behind the eyes like this. This is the trick. Maybe move it down, squish it down some more, move it up like this. This is good, I think. Space it out a little. The eyes themselves are a lot bigger too. I don't even know how to make my own Miis again. Oh my god. Like this. This is good. I like this more than the other one I made. This is a very good reference. I don't know why his ass is in this picture. I like this. Okay, somewhere I should put an I like this counter. But this is good. This is good. This is good. This is good for now. So yeah, this is good, I think. This is good. This is good. One thing you have to know about me is the way I make Miis is I constantly change stuff, and then I change stuff again and go back and change it. I'm not I'll do everything in one go kind of person. Instead of using like a nose that already comes in the Mii creator, you want to face paint the nose so you have more control. And you don't have to make it complicated at all. I'm going to show you. This is the skin color. Down, right, and then you can even do ZR a few times so the color is actually warmer. Then just make like a circle or like whatever shape you want. You can even do like this, like a triangle, or like the other way. And you can if you want to make him look more adult-like, you want to space the eyes apart as well as the nose and the mouth. So imagine if you want to make something look cute, then the features are like small and it's cute. You would just want to... But adults, or like adults in cartoons and anime, their features, they grow into their features. So their eyes go up, as you can see here. His eyes are like my Mii, right? But here, his eyes are way more up, even though it's the same character. So that's also something you want to consider. If you want, so for this, we can do like, we can move the eyes. Even though I like the face right now, we can move the eyes up. Or you can even make them smaller and then space them out. But I don't want to do that for now. Just move them up and then get your face paint, move it up as well. And then go to your, or like not the face paint, the shadows of the eyes, of course. Make sure the nose, or like the shadow of the nose that you drew is always in the middle of the mouth and the eyes. I don't like the highlight actually, so I'm just gonna remove this and I'm just gonna do this. Make it like slightly lighter. See? And then you can just move it upwards. Make it smaller slightly. Make sure you always keep the camera view in mind, because the face, imagine the face paint is like a curve. I'll throw up an image. Imagine the face paint is like a curve on the actual face, because that's how the hair will look as well. So from the front it looks fine, but if you actually view it on your face, or like on the face of the Mii, it will look different, because that's how faces work. That's how projection works on the face. So see how here it's in the middle, but here it's still a little bit upwards? a little bit higher. See, it's a little bit different. This is a good color, like this. Just erase the top part. I like this. This is good. I like this counter goes up. This is good. Now we're gonna make the scar. We're gonna do the hair for last. If you're drawing any scar on a character, it doesn't matter which character it is. If you want it to look like the reference I had at the beginning of the video, just go to your skin color, go down, go right, go up a little, press ZR a few times. You can go up even more. You can do smooth, so that stabilizes the actual brush. Okay. Let's do this actually, and then just paint something nice. Try your best. Paint the outline first and then fill the scar with a lighter color like this. So you don't want it to be on top of the eye. Just erase this part, because as you can see in the camera view, you barely will notice anyways. So you can do this. So this is the outline. You can even use the smaller brush and add like some details of how deep the scar actually is. You don't want to overdo this, but then because then it's gonna look more like something is too, like it's too much, you know what I mean? If the scar's too detailed, you don't want to make these Miis too detailed, unless that's the style you're going for. For like scars and like body scars, just add like small lines inward. This is good, and then add like this, or like this first and then this. So you actually, when you use the bucket tool, it won't go everywhere. So now you have this. You have an outline. Pretty sure you have an outline now. And just, this is the color of the outline. Move it up. Move it over to the left. And then fill it. This is what the scar looks like. Okay. So now we have the scar, which looks fine. Let's see. Let's go back to the reference again. Make sure you always have references of the thing you want to make, because otherwise you're gonna make it very hard on yourself. I think I'm gonna move the eyes down anyways, or move the nose up, like the face paint of the nose. Either or. Let me see what happens if I move the nose up. Yeah, I like this. Ah, let me grab some water, bro. This is too much. Okay, this looks good. Okay, finally, last part, we're gonna add the hair. Again, make sure you have a good reference in mind for the hair, to make sure it blends in with the rest of the hair that you picked before, or like the hair color you picked before. You want to use this first. Outlines, we can talk outlines later, but for this, yeah, for the hair, for bangs specifically, if you want to make bangs, make sure you select the actual hair color like so. Watch. This deku specifically has a sort of a middle part. It's not really, it's like kind of like a middle part, but it's also not at the same time. Anyways, it's not like his normal hair. That's where a lot of people go wrong. For example, this one has this hair. This one has the base. I like the look of this one, but it depends on the art style you want to go for. This one has a middle part, but it's on the wrong side. You know what I mean? This one has a scar, but it doesn't have a middle part hair. So that's why I'm making this video. So first, you want to make this hairline of his. You see how this is his hairline? His hairline flows like this. So for example, imagine if his hairline was like let me just make a quick example. This is like his hairline underneath his hair. Look, it's like this, like this. This is like his hairline. So that's what you have to imagine when you draw on his bangs. So if that's his hairline, smooth hair color, the second one, and then make like a W first. Just remember to have fun with it, gang. Because at the end of the day, if you're not having fun creating these Miis, then why are you creating them anyways? It's supposed to be fun. And you can reiterate, for example, if you don't like the face paint that you made, and you're like, oh man, I just spent a bunch of time on this, but it sucks and I want to make it more accurate, just see the beginning, like, just see the restart as a fresh start. You know, it sucks that you have spent a bunch of time in this, or like on the meme, but that's part of the art. And if you think about it honestly, the time you spent total on this meme is just the time you spent on the art of making the meme. It's not lost time to begin with. You know what I mean? It's just you spend a lot of time in this character to make it look a certain way. And that's okay, because art takes time. Also, if you know how the reference picture looks, you don't have to follow it like one-to-one. You can take some creative choices, like some creative liberties. Like, you know, this piece is gonna look like this, and maybe you want to fill this up with a piece of hair that's like this, you know, that's over the other one, but so he still has the sideburns. It's a little bit more up, a little bit upwards, a little bit higher. Can we get much higher? Let's add the rest of the hair. So for example, this part goes like this, then it goes like this, then it goes like this. It's a lot of wisps and quills like Sonic. Then you have like a small bit of hair, and then the hair goes big again, but it hooks over like this. It doesn't matter. If, by the way, if these hairs that you're making right now don't cover the back of the hair, that's okay too. You won't see the back anyways, because it's covered. And even if you see the back, it's not like it's a big problem, because his spikes go all the way to the back. So yeah, just have fun with it, man. No one's stopping you. Make them... You don't want to make them too big like this. I mean, depends on the style that you're going for. Make them like middle-sized, you know, compared to your reference. You can make like this or like this. You know, do your best to make it look fine. Just focus on making it exist first, and then you can make it look good later. So this is the outline that I have. His hair is like black and green, like dark green, like the hair we already have. So just map out the, like, these parts, everything, like where different color starts, just map it out. It can be like this, and then this, and then this, and then this. That's like one part. And then you can also, if you're like really good or like really experienced at making Miis, you can even use like this thinner part that's gonna look even better. But that's like when you use the face paint a lot, and you know how it works, then I would recommend using this. Especially if you go over the same line once or twice, you can use it to your advantage and create like these different sized lines, so the line thickness is different, because that'll look like really appealing when you make the Mii. Again, first line, second line. It's like when you know how in Japanese it's like a different stroke order when you write out the letters. It's like that. You have like a certain stroke order to your, like with your brush. Like I said, it doesn't have to be a one-on-one. It's supposed to be a Mii of that character. So of course it's gonna look different. It's not gonna look like a screenshot from the show. Be for real. And then you go here. It's a bit of tedious work, especially if you're not used to drawing. But once you get the hang of it, I swear it's fun. Like this, and then this can be like this sort of a wisp. And then you can do like this. Just follow the general shape of what you're trying to recreate. So this part is completely like black or like dark, and then you can, okay, I think that's good. Okay, now we're gonna fill it up. These are this color. You can, if you don't like the shape, you can even trim it down some more so it looks more sharp. This part is gonna be green, this is gonna be green, this is gonna be green, and then there's a like a little black part over here. And then you can use black for the rest of the, oh my bad, you can use black for like the rest of the hair, or you can use like a lighter version of black, so like a very dark gray. Yeah, I don't think I like black. Whoa,
What did he say?
wait. Wait, I mean, I don't think I like the color black. I mean, on the hair, of course. I'm not racist. Loki? Yeah, I think black's actually fine. This is so crazy out of context. Let me see how dark, like very dark gray it looks like this, like charcoal almost. Nah. Gotta do black. This is what a lot of people use for their hair. I mean, I get why they use it. It looks a bit like him, but not like his adult version. And that's the problem. I think this is good. I don't think I'm gonna use this. Why is like a chunk bitten out of the face, out of the scar? Who did this?
Flashback.
And you can reiterate. For example, if you don't like the face paint that you made, and
End of flashback.
maybe I was the person who did this. My bad. Just play around with it. I mean, won't hurt to play around. That is a wrap. I like how this part actually has like an outline, a dark green outline. So that was entirely accidental, but I kind of like it that way. Anyways, we're gonna add one more thing, and that's gonna be the shadows for the hair, because obviously hair casts a shadow when it falls upon your face. Just take the color we use for the nose, and then we can go here, and then we can just follow the spikes of the face. With the shadows, you can also take some creative liberty. There's just, the shadows are above, so then as you can see, there's a little bit of distance between each spike, which means that the hair is actually falling upon the forehead instead of just being flat on the forehead. That signifies like distance between one spike and another. So you can just do something simple like this. Just, have some fun, man. Have some fun, bro. It's a game. Have some fun. Just add some finishing touches. Make this smaller. Clean it up a little. See how round this is? That's because of the bucket tool. So then you can just do something like this, and then this, so then it's sharper. Just clean it up a little. I don't know if there's anything we can add. I'm low-key more satisfied with this than with the other one I did at the beginning. So yeah, that's pretty much adult Deku. Oh my god, his freckles as well. I gotta fix that. That's pretty much it. Yeah, so this is it. Look, this is also a problem. Paint behind. Make sure you put paint behind these shadows, and then that's it. So yeah, ultimately, is there anything I want to change about for the eyes? You can even do like this, where it's like a little bit, his eyes are a little bit split. I like this, I'm pretty sure. Oh my god, this is what I mean, bro. Perfectionists should not make me's. And then just move this up slightly. Yep, I don't know if I've missed anything. I think this is my most accurate me yet. Remember, just be fine with what you create. You don't have to keep working on it if it looks good. And this looks good. That's basically the tutorial. If you guys like this sort of stuff, give it a like, subscribe, and make sure you stay tuned. Leave a comment down below if you want more stuff like this, more tutorials, because I look at the amount of me's I have, bro. Let me show you. I have a lot, so we can go crazy. Also, I forgot to mention, if you guys are lazy and don't want to spend this time into a me like this, I will share this me in the Tomo AIO server. So if you guys just want to download this and put it into your game, I will put a link down below. Okay? He's dreaming about superheroing. That's my sign to go.